Hey y'all, so it is Tuesday, June 5th, and I am late for work because I was so tired. So I am about to go downstairs now and let Lady back in the house and give her some food, and then I'm gonna head out. But I just wanted to show you guys my outfit of the day because I'm wearing a new skirt. I picked up this skirt from Ross, I think. But it's similar to the other ones. I just love this pleated style. Do not mind my room. I'm still unpacking and doing laundry and stuff, so it's a mess. But yeah, I just have on a shell and then a navy blazer because the flowers are blue and white, and it's a mustard color. It's really, really pretty. I actually like the length too, so because it's a little cold in my building. So of course I'm not wearing my Nike slides. I have some rhinestone shoes downstairs that I put on with it, but I just thought this was really pretty and I wanted to show it to you. I have on gold jewelry. And then I also want to show you guys the progress that I made yesterday. Hold on, and I'm not making my bed today, so don't judge me because I am super late. I also want to show you guys the progress that I made last night, which has been a long time coming. Look, I have curtains up. Let's see if I can turn on the light for you guys. Now, they do need to be steamed still, but oh my goodness, it looks so pretty. And then the blue on the table, so pretty. Okay, so I have to go to work now, so I will talk to you guys either in the car or on the way back from work. Hey y'all, it is Wednesday, June 6th. I'm just backing out of my driveway, but it is only 7:05. And the reason I am 5 minutes later than normal is because I decided to turn on my sprinkler. I told you guys I bought a sprinkler and a timer to water my flower beds and my grass once I get it done, which is going to be on Friday. And I had to have my water faucet on the outside fixed, so I had that fixed by my brother-in-law last week. So I wanted to show you guys that I turned on my sprinkler. I don't know if you guys can see it. Hold on, let me pull up a little bit. So you can see it going, and I have it on just enough for this flower bed or whatever. So I have it on auto right now, and it'll run for 10 minutes, and then it'll shut off. And then I have it on manual right now. So then after the 10 minutes, because I already missed it 7 o'clock, I have it set to run 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. every day, but I turned it off for the last couple of days because it rained for 24 hours straight. So I didn't water them yesterday at all. So I turned it on manual and it'll run for 10 minutes. And then I left it on auto as well. So the next time it'll run is 7 p.m. and I should be home by that time if I'm leaving now to see that it's actually working. So that's good. I called around and got a couple quotes for my yard, and Kiara, my friend, if you guys are new, my friend who lives 2 doors down, she a lot of you guys don't know how I know her. We went to Howard University for undergrad, but anyway, she had hers done by somebody who she just found in the neighborhood doing someone else's lawn, and he charged her $250 to basically start over with her lawn. You know, till everything, pull up everything, reseed, put hay down, and she had to water it. And so a lot of her grass is in. It is a little patchy, just a little bit, which is expected. So he's going to come back and reseed the patches. But the heavy rain that we had the other day really, really helped her lawn. So $250, I was just like, that's kind of steep because I have this huge flower bed that takes up the majority of the yard, and then I only have that patch of grass beyond the flower bed, and then I do the whole patch on the other side of the driveway, because the neighbor that's in between Kiara and I's house is an elderly man, and I know he had pretty massive heart surgery a year ago or so, so he doesn't get around it as much as he used to. So I just take care of that patch of grass that's in front of both of our houses or whatever, instead of just cutting half of it. Like, that's so petty. So I called around and got some quotes, and they said So her guy was $250. Someone quoted me $350 on Monday, like $350. Now his was for sod, but I don't care. Like, in my opinion, that's an easier job. That's crazy. Anyway, this other guy, we have this app or this database message board for all of the neighborhoods, and it's called Next Door. So I signed up for it, and it's for your neighborhood. You can, you know, narrow the search just for people in your neighborhood, what everybody's talking about, or you can broaden the scope for other surrounding neighborhoods. So I have the scope on mine broadened for like other surrounding upper Maryland neighborhoods in my county. And this prominent neighborhood in our county, very, very nice, actually two prominent ones, they were recommending this lawn service, and he actually was a resident in the prominent community as well, and they were uploading pictures of their lawns. They were just like, ever since he's been, you know, in control of our lawns have looked great, you know, blah blah blah, he's good, he's a veteran, blah blah blah. So I gave him a call yesterday, and he quoted me $150. So he's gonna come and do it. Well, actually, I gave him a call on Monday afternoon when I got home around 7, and he was very personable on the phone. He was just like, hey, you know, thanks for calling, no worries, you don't need any new sod, you know, I'll come out and I'll take a look at it tomorrow and I'll give you an estimate, no problem, we'll have your lawn looking so good you'll be the talk of the neighborhood. That was the extent of our conversation on Monday night. Tuesday, probably around lunchtime, I realized that I wasn't going to be home until much later than I thought, because I didn't get to work until much later. So I texted him, and on Monday after I called him, I texted him a picture of my lawn and sent him my address so that he could, you know, come do the, that was Stacy, so that he could come do the what do you call it, the estimate, look at it. So around lunchtime yesterday, I realized I wasn't gonna be home till much later. So I texted him and was like, hey, you didn't need me to actually be home when you came to look at the property and do your estimate, correct? Man, he called me right back 5 minutes later and was like, you know, hi, I already came and I looked at your property this morning. What did you want to do with the right side? You know, and I was like, oh, nothing with that. He was like, what about, now I was a little offended because he was like, well, what about remulching and the plant beds, the flower beds? I was like, can't you see they just been done? So he just laughed it off and said, okay, but next year I might use them because that was some hard work. So he was like, okay, well, just to do your front lawn and then the lawn on the other side of the sidewalk, $150. And he said that's going to be a total grass restoration, so we're going to start over, reseed and everything. He said it's still not too hot to reseed, and which is true because it's only 60. It's only going to be in the 60s here today. And then he said after that he does, you know, do lawn maintenance and, you know, cuts every 2 to 3 weeks. And he said $25. Now, 20 would have been better because it's such a small amount. And I do have a lawnmower. It's just not my thing. Like, I just cannot envision myself cranking up a lawnmower and mowing my patch of grass, basically. So we'll see about that. But for right now, to start over, to get some nice looking grass, $150. And I told him okay. So I asked him could he do it on Saturday. He said probably Friday. I didn't need to be there and I could pay online. So I sent him all my information and everything, my email, and he's going to set me up with an account, and I guess I can pay my invoice through there, which is great. But some of the lawns looked amazing, like really, really nice. So yeah, what else? I hung some curtains in my eat-in kitchen area. That's why I was late. Well, wasn't late because I don't have a start time at work, but that's why I got there later than normal. And yeah, so what else? I'll be back in a second. All right, y'all, sorry about that. I was texting Stacy since I had just seen her. Yeah, so yesterday when I got home, I didn't do anything, honestly. I ate dinner, which was cooked the day before, but I didn't eat it because I had went out to eat, so I had leftovers. So I ate that. I made me some cookies in the oven, and literally I went to bed. I probably got to bed at 10 o'clock because I know I wanted to get to work at as close to 8 as possible. It's already 7:25. Like, this traffic is a little iffy, but that's better than 9:30 yesterday. I got to work at 9:30. Like that, yeah. I stayed. Excuse me. I stayed much longer than I preferred to. So I don't want to go in too late and get off too early. I just checked. Oh, let me tell you guys a story. So if you see my Instagram recently, then you saw me. I installed a security camera to look down on my front like lawn porch area so that I could see my freshly planted flower beds, because I spent good money on that stuff and it was hard work, and I like to admire my work. I'm still not done. I still have to get 3 more plants probably this weekend, but for the most part it is done, and I don't want it getting messed up prematurely. My neighbors on the other side of me, so not the elderly man that lives in between Kiara and I, but on the other side of me, I guess they're animal lovers, which is fine. I have an animal myself. They have 2 dogs and they have a cat. The cat is very large, and I don't think that they remember that that cat is supposed to be a pet and not a stray cat or a neighborhood cat, because I think what they do is they wake up early in the morning and let the cat out of the house, not on a leash, not supervised or anything, and they let that cat roam all day through the neighborhood until late at night. Okay? Now, I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to do that. It would not bother me if the cat did not think my property, my neighbor on the other side's property, and Kiara's property was his property. This cat literally will sit in your flower bed, he'll dig in it, dig in your mulch, he'll sit on your front porch, he won't move when you're trying to get into your own property, he'll lay on your driveway, he'll get up under your car. Like, it is a nuisance, and they don't even acknowledge that, 1, it's a problem and that it's rude as you know what. 2, they act like it's no big deal. Like, I don't know how long now. My house was vacant for a while before the investor brought it and renovated it, I assume. And so I told you guys a long time ago that when I first moved in, they were parking in my driveway, which was an issue. So I gave them the benefit of the doubt. They probably were used to the house being vacant, blah, blah, blah. So maybe the cat is too. But Kiara and our other neighbor, they have lived in their houses for years. And she says this cat, literally, like he urinates all in her mulch and her flower beds. Like, it's so rude. I saw him digging in the elderly man's tree mulch and stuff like that. Like, nobody wants your pet in their yard messing it up. Like, you need to do something. So before I approached them about this, I was trying to handle it myself. So I installed a camera. Day 1, I caught the cat on my lawn, and he wasn't in my flower bed, but the neighbor, the elderly man's flower bed is raised above mine, so he was kind of on the ledge with his tail hanging down into my flower bed, and I caught him on my walkway and on my porch. And so I'm just like, I'm screenshotting and recording the saving the storage and everything. So I'm trying to address it myself first. I'm not going to tell you what my cousin told me to do to the cat, but I'm trying to address it first. So I was looking up online yesterday remedies for getting rid of cats out of your flower bed, out of your lawn or whatever. Some people said to sprinkle black pepper down. Other people said citrus peel. I don't want citrus peels in my flower bed. That's going to look ugly. My mom said vinegar and water, or vinegar in a spray bottle, and just spray like the perimeter or something. But I'm worried about that because in the summertime, do I want the front of my home to smell like vinegar? Like, and I feel like I shouldn't have to do anything because this is not my pet. I could see if it was a stray cat, then there would be no owner to take control of it, and I could just call animal control. But I mean, this is your pet cat, and you need to treat him as such. Like, he cannot just roam the neighborhood. One day we caught him, Stacy and I and Harper caught him grab a live bird in his mouth and tried to eat it, and the bird finally got away and flew up into the tree frantically and was screaming for like 2 or 3 minutes straight. I felt so bad, and the cat was just like walking away like he's the king of the neighborhood or something. Like, this cat is like very intrusive, and it's just ridiculous. So I don't know, someone else commented on my Instagram post and said to either notify the HOA if I have their address, which I do because they're my neighbors, and literally next door. And somebody else said to call animal control and that they would give them a citation for it. But yeah, and there is an animal control, or there's an animal shelter or something right around the corner, because it was from where it was right in front of our old single family neighborhood, which is one light up. So I don't know. I'm thinking about getting in touch with the HOA first before I go to animal control. And if I see my neighbors again, I am going to say something to them about it, especially once I get my grass done. Like, I do not want your cat on my grass. And then one day, I don't know if he's bringing friends or what, there was another cat that I never saw before, and it was dark outside, and he was laying in my driveway. Like, what the heck? Get off my property. Like, and mind you, I have a pet, and when I let Lady outside when I'm gardening or whatever, and she's not on a leash, she's in my yard or she's in Kiara's yard, and that's it. And then when I see her getting too excited, or I see other dogs being walked and Lady likes to play with other dogs, I know she's going to leave the yards. So I put her back in the house unless I want to go and get her leash and keep her on a leash. I don't let her roam the neighborhood. Like, I can't imagine opening up the door this morning to go to work, letting Lady out, and not letting her back in until 10, 11 o'clock at night when I'm about to go to bed. Like, who does that? What? That's ridiculous. Mind you, they have 2 dogs as well, and these are just townhomes, okay? And then it's 2 adults, and I think they have 2 kids in there too. Like, how many people can you fit in these townhomes? That's ridiculous. That's a lot of pets. And if you don't want to deal with all those pets, you need to find a better home for them. And their home is not on my property, not on my other neighbor's property. Like, you need to handle your business. But this can't go on, because you're not going to want to pay to restore my lawn or my flower beds. I don't want to come out of my house and smell cat urine. I don't have a cat. My dog does not urinate or go to the bathroom on your property. I don't want your cat doing it to me. And Kiara said that she's had it out with him. She's been there about 3 years, so she's had it out with them quite a few times, because she's caught them walking one of their dogs and letting their dogs poop on her lawn. And she came outside when caught them in the act. Mind you, she's the last house on our cluster of houses, so there's like an open field on the side of her house. She's an in unit, and in that open field is a doggy cleanup station with the bags. And she came outside when she caught I think it was the wife walking the dog, and she said something to them about it, like, hey, you can't let your dog just keep going to the bathroom in my yard. Like, I have to clean that up when I'm, cutting my grass and stuff. And the lady says to her, oh, I know, we're working on it and trying to do better. And Kiara was like, what? First of all, there's a station right there. You can get a bag and clean it up now. Like, what do you mean you're trying to do better? Like, that's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. So pray for me on that, y'all. But for right now, I got my video footage going. The only thing is, I have it inside. It's an indoor camera, so I have it pointing out the window, and during the daytime the sun shines on my house in that direction, so it kind of blinds the image on the screen. I can't really see from the hours of like noon to 4:45, 5 o'clock. Like, it's just all white because of the sun glare. So I have to figure out what to do. The other problem is I can't get an outdoor one. I could, but I would have to get a battery operated one, because I don't think I have an outlet outside. So I don't know where I would install it, and then I really can't install it through the brick and into the foyer, because there's no outlet in the foyer area yet. I have to get one put in there. I think they closed it up when they renovated. There's only one over by the laundry area, which is being used. So yeah, I don't know. So right now I have that one going. What else? I'm excited about my lawn getting done on Friday though. I really am. I want the outside of my house to look nice. You guys have been voting on the front door and shutter color. Numbers 3 and 4 are the most popular right now. I think I'm gonna go with 4 because more people liked 4, and I actually like 4 as well. So I need to order my shutters. I was gonna do that. When was I gonna do that? I was gonna do that this weekend. I may order them today though. I don't know. Maybe they'll be here this weekend. I don't know. We'll see. So I was gonna order them today and then paint them and try to get them hung, because Kiara says she has a tall ladder, so I just need to get someone to actually hang them. But I need to measure that window one more time before I order them, so maybe I'll order them tonight. Yeah, and then I can paint my front door as well. I think I'm gonna take the knocker off my door because it's a personalized one, so I already took it off and put it back on just so I won't have 2 holes in my door right now. So I've loosened it and everything so that I know I can get it off. And then the number plate, I think I'm going to remove and patch those holes. And then I think what I'm going to do is get some numbers for the side of my door, like over by the side light. I don't think I want the numbers on my door anymore. The plate has rusted. I think that's the problem, and I don't like the look, so I'm thinking about changing that. I would love to get a storm door. The only thing is my porch has like an overhead thing, and Kiara was saying that it's not far enough for the door to swing all the way open. So she said that's why a lot of people that have our elevation on the outside of our house with the overhead path don't put a storm door up. So I don't know about that, we'll see. But I'm looking forward to painting my front door, getting my shutters, because that window does not have a shutter and it bothers me every time I come home. I found 2 chairs that I really like, silver. They actually have an alligator print kind of on them. They're so pretty. I found them at Lamps Plus. They are really expensive. I want to say they're $350 each, which wouldn't be horrible. I think they were originally $400 and now they're on sale for $350, but that wouldn't be horrible. But the delivery on them is like an extra $100 and some dollars. Like, that's very expensive for 2 chairs. So I'm hoping for a coupon code, or I'm hoping they go on sale, or I'm hoping to get to an at-home store so I can see if they have something similar. These are really nice. They come with a lumbar pillow. If I remember, I'll put in a picture, but I hardly ever remember to do that. But anyway, they look really nice, and I really like them. I sent them to my mom. She really liked them. I have been working on my client, the girl that I know from high school, her dining room. Yesterday I worked on lighting options for her, and I'm trying to come up with things that are going to fit nicely within her budget. But it's kind of hard to source items when you're planning to go to stores like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross, stuff like that. So I'm just like sourcing online, and then we'll go look for similar things in the similar color schemes at those stores. So we'll see. So I worked on that on Monday. I worked on the actual room options and stuff, furniture and all that stuff, and decor Monday. Yesterday I worked on lighting options. I just need to pull that together. I kind of came up with a semi-budget and everything for that, so I need to work on that. And then after that we'll move into the living space, or the living room area. But yeah, so I think we're supposed to meet next weekend, so I want to have a lot of that stuff kind of mapped out by then. What else have I been doing? This weekend I really don't have anything on my plate. I have a company sending me some stuff, so I need to film that video. Yeah, I need to film that video. And then what else? That's about it. I have not seen my niece in about 2 weeks. As of this Saturday will be 2 weeks, so I will be seeing her this weekend, come hell or high water. My brother sent me some pictures though, and I brought her the cutest like outfit for newborn pics or whatever. It's so pretty. It's like a tutu with flowers and so pretty, so I need to take that to her because I'm not sure when her pics are. Tia sent a picture yesterday of her chilling poolside at their apartment complex. Like, what? So that was funny. What else have I been up to this weekend? I still have not finished my laundry, so I need to do that. And I really want to get an accent wall painted this weekend or 2, so we'll see, so that I can get some more boxes moved out of my kitchen area. So I would really like to get at least the wall behind the mirrored buffet in the dining room painted and stenciled so that I can put up my chandelier, because my chandelier is spread out in 2 boxes in my kitchen, and I would like to get rid of those boxes. So yes, we'll see about that. That's a little ambitious, but I don't really have anything on my agenda, so that would be good for me to be able to get that stuff done and get that video filmed for you guys and upload it, because a lot of you were asking for a more in-depth stenciling tutorial. I posted one when I did my dining room at my last house, but that was when I was just getting into filming, and I wasn't really comfortable on camera and stuff like that, and I didn't do voiceovers that much, so I didn't really go into detail about the technique and the everything, you know, that you need and everything like that, the actual stencil that I use, even though I linked it below. Yeah, so I'll be using the same stencil because I love that pattern. So maybe I'll do that this weekend. I'm not sure, because this is kind of a free weekend for me, so we'll see about that. If I could just take on that one project and get it done, that would be ideal. Especially if I can start it on Friday evening with the painting and have it done by like Saturday night and still have Sunday to rest, or Sunday to install the chandelier, because you guys know my chandelier is kind of massive. It has I think it has 8, yeah, I think it has 8 hanging globes, and the globes are pretty big, so it's pretty dramatic. So yeah, we'll see about that, but I'll put that in my planner for this weekend because I really want to get that done. And that's an inexpensive project because I already have the gray paint, I already have the silver stencil paint, I already have the stencil. The only thing, I already have the paintbrush. The only thing in the roller, only thing I would need is the small foam roller, which I know I have somewhere, I just don't know where it is, so I may just buy another one because I'm not going to go through all those boxes to look for it, because you use the foam sponge roller for the stenciling. That works out better. I have stencil brushes and all that other stuff, so it would be an inexpensive project. It would just take time, and since this weekend I'm paying to get my lawn restoration done, I didn't want to tack on something that was going to be too expensive. I also want to do the same thing in that first stairwell coming up the stairs from the foyer, but I don't want to put painting and stenciling both of those on my list just yet. I was going to wait on the stairwell until, guess who needs gas? Me. I was going to wait on the stairwell until it was time to, until I brought my new furniture for the living room and brought the rest of the furniture for my bedroom, because I didn't want them to have to keep going through the stairwell with large furniture, because I plan to put mirrored picture frames on the wall there, and I don't want to have to keep taking them down. But I am getting a little restless of just seeing bare stairwell when I come up the stairwell. So that's a project that I can actually finish. You guys have been saying you want to see me make over some spaces, so yeah, that's something that I can do as well. But I think I want to start with the dining room, because if I do the dining room, I can put up my chandelier, I can get my wall mirror off my floor in the living room, which every time kids come over I get nervous about it because it's leaning up against the wall, and I can get my 2 mirrored wall sconces from the gallery off my kitchen counter, because those are bubble wrapped on my counter still, and I've been in my house since the beginning of March. It's now the beginning of June. So I would like to get a little bit more progress done, excuse me. So yeah, we'll see if I can get that done this weekend. The only thing I need help with is moving out the dining room table, which is huge, and moving the mirrored buffet out enough. If I can get that done, then I should be able to paint it, because the wall is not huge. I do 2 coats of regular gray paint, and then I do 1 coat of the stenciling. The stenciling really should not take that long though, so we'll see how that turns out. What else did I want to tell you guys? Nothing else, I don't think. Like I said, today's Wednesday. It's 7:45 and I'm still not at work. I'm probably about 20 minutes away. That's a lot better than I have been getting to work, so I'm not going to complain. I went to bed a little bit earlier yesterday, so I was able to push myself to get up on time today, shower and all that stuff. So I don't think I have any meetings today. So today should be a pretty productive day. And coming home today is probably going to be a frozen pizza day because I don't feel like cooking anything, and I'm probably going to be tired. So yeah, I will talk to you guys either this afternoon. If nothing goes on, then probably tomorrow morning. But I should be home by 7, so I want to stand outside so you guys can see my sprinkler system come on its own with the timer. I'm so excited. Like, stuff like that, home and garden, it really gets me excited. So we'll see about that. But I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hey y'all, so I told you guys that I was going to come out here and show you guys if my timer works. So let's test it out. I just got home about 15 minutes ago, and you can see on the timer it says 6:59. I programmed it to go off at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. So let's see if it works. Has 1 more minute according to the timer. So hopefully it'll cut on by itself, and this eliminates the need for me to remind myself to come out here and do it myself. So let's see. It worked! It worked, guys! You see it? The spray should be getting a little bit taller. But it worked! 7 p.m. It's kind of cool, right? Now I noticed it's not getting that flower all the way over there in the corner, so I might have to adjust it over a little bit. But it worked. Move. Lady, come back in here. Come on. But it worked, see? So it's getting all of these. Let me see if it's getting the corner one. A little bit. Getting the corner one a little bit. But it's not really getting the corner over there. And I don't think it's getting that corner one over there. So I may have to adjust the spray on it a little bit higher. Let me see. Let's see if it gets on it now. I think it'll get on it now. I just don't want it to wet up my door and have water in my door, if you know what I'm saying. So I stepped inside the window because the water is going to come over further now because of me turning up the pressure. But it looks like it's getting everything now. So I'm really happy with the product. I told you guys I had set it up and programmed it last week, but there was something wrong with my water faucet on the outside of my house, so I had to have a plumber come fix that. But it looks like it's getting everything now, so that's good. And then I'll adjust it even higher once my landscaper comes next week to pull up my lawn, or my weeds basically, and reseed my grass. Then I'll adjust the settings so it can water the entire grass, because you're supposed to be able to adjust it pretty far, which is really good. Yeah, it looks like it's getting everything. And then this cycle runs for 10 minutes. You can program it to run longer, but I thought 10 minutes was long enough, so 10 minutes is enough. for my flower beds. Now when I add my grass, I'll ask my landscaper if I need to adjust it a little more, but for right now I just wanted to show you guys that it works. It comes on by itself, goes off by itself. I do not have to remember to water my grass anymore. If it's a really hot day or extenuating circumstances, I can use the manual mode. And so if it's really hot and I want to water it 3 times instead of 2 times a day, then I can go ahead and put on manual mode and then water it, and then it'll go back to its normal routine schedule. So just wanted to show you guys this, and I got it off of Amazon. I got my sprinkler system off of Amazon. I got this one because it was highly customizable as far as the depth of the spray and how high, how far, how wide, all that stuff. So I needed that. It wasn't expensive either. It was like 18 bucks, I think, for that. And then I got the timer from Home Depot, but you can order that from Amazon as well, and I paid 30 bucks for that. I think the one on Amazon was like 25, but it's the same brand, just a different model. So yeah, I will come back and talk to you guys at a later time. Bye. Guys, it's 7 o'clock a.m. Let's see if my sprinkler came on. It did! Guys, this thing is working like a champ. Just came on, so it has to work its way up to a higher range, but 7 a.m. just started working. As you can see, I'm up. I am late because I just literally rolled out of bed and I'm supposed to be backing out of my garage. But it's okay. I got some good sleep last night. I'm really tired. Oh, it's okay. I'm about to go find something to put on and try to get out of the house. So I'll talk to you guys later. I just wanted to see if the sprinkler timer was going to work again at 7 a.m. and it is. So I'll talk to you guys later. That's my robe. I still need to bring it upstairs.